Trump turns to Democrats during State of the Union. Cameras catch sly gesture that left them furious, by Robert Rich, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. President Donald Trump did a little more than just talk during his first State of the Union address. As it turns out, cameras caught a humiliating gesture he made towards Democrats during his speech that left them furious. Trump has proven that he doesn't mince words. In fact, liberals are outraged more than not these days because the president isn't delicate enough when it comes to expressing his sentiments. Too bad for them. That's a trend that isn't going to end anytime soon, and we hope it doesn't. The left doesn't understand that they're their own worst enemy. Take, for instance, the State of the Union address. President Trump did his very nice job explaining his position, his success, and his future plans for this country. Despite this reality, Democrats still found something to complain about, which that's not a surprise. With some looking like their heads were about to explode, others merely didn't show up, and one pathetic crybaby even got up and stormed out of the room. In the end, Democrats humiliated themselves on a national level, and they're still paying for it today. Although they would love for you to believe that their sentiments are extremely popular, the fact that 75% of all Americans who watched it enjoyed President Donald Trump's State of the Union address proves otherwise. However, that's not the only embarrassment Democrats were forced to suffer. Come to find out, the president himself had a little surprise for the pouting left during his speech, and it was all caught on camera. While talking about lowering the cost of prescription drugs, Trump turned to Democrats and made a sly gesture in their direction that meant he missed. Let's take a quick look here. Oh, he told them to stand. Stand. That's hilarious, though. You gotta. That is funny. It's so simple yet so funny. Clearly seen in CNN's footage, President Trump motioned for Democrats to stand up and clap by raising his hands in an upward motion. In fact, the moment was so incredible that some are saying that this was the official moment that Trump became president. Trump motioning at Democrats to stand up and clap is the moment he became president. Shockingly, the best part would come as Democrats did what they were told to do, and they did. That's the funny part. For those wishing to see it, here's the full clip. President Trump, one of my greatest priorities is to reduce the price of prescription drugs.
One of my greatest priorities is to reduce the price of prescription drugs.
You can't see it that well, but that's hilarious.
In many other countries, these drugs cost far less than what we pay in the United States, and it's very, very unfair.
Absolutely.
That is why I've directed my administration to make fixing the injustice of high drug prices one of my top priorities for the year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As people have been pointing out, there were a lot of things in President Trump's State of the Union that shouldn't have been partisan. Like anything that has benefited the American people, Democrats should have been sitting shouldn't have been sitting and pouting while Trump announced improvements to the economy, stock market, and our taxes. How about when he spoke about the low black unemployment, and they had like their faces were hanging. They didn't even clap. Only one person in the audience of the Democrats actually clapped. I mean, it's like frightening, actually. They're exposing their true selves. They also shouldn't have been throwing a temper tantrum when he touted the lowest black unemployment rates in the history ever. But that's what you get when you have a party over a country mindset. Absolutely. Although the left was hoping that Trump wouldn't last as president, they clearly underestimated the man, right? Not only is he still president, but he just keeps winning. In fact, if he keeps having this kind of success, he could be in the running for the greatest president ever. When all is said and done, in the meantime, though, Democrats will sadly continue acting like children when it suits them. I don't know if you can keep calling them children and temper tantrums when they're raking in millions and millions of dollars, getting rich off the system. You know, I think children is a very low-key, very, very low-key word to use. Then again, when the president tells you to stand, you do it, and that's exactly what they did when Trump motioned for them to rise. Don't tell them they stood for their leader, though. They hate that, even if it is exactly what happened. You'd think Democrats would get tired of losing all the time. Sadly, it looks as though they have yet to hit rock bottom, as they still embrace their tired and worn out tactics. At this point, most Americans are tired of the left's constant negativity. Even worse yet for them, they've been whining so long that even their own base is shying away from them. When 75% of those paying attention says that someone did a good job, it's safe to say it's true. The 25% left over were mere hardliners actually, concerned with partisanship rather than what's best for America. And that mentality is exactly why Democrats are in a tailspin, I should say, downward. Yeah, absolutely. They do not represent the people of this country, and it's been proven. What they want is people to be dependent on government, where the government has full control, and to pass out crumbs, actually. What Nancy Pelosi actually said, she was exposing herself. They're crumbs. Yeah, crumbs, huh? But you want people to stay on welfare. What's that? Isn't that worse? Because you're on a fixed income, like indefinitely, no chance for any kind of improvement. I mean, the Democrats are really, really a tired group of people. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.